it's Teresa and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be me doing a lovely little gift guide for all those bookworms out there. If you are a bookworm and have probably had family members tell you you can buy your own books, you do it every day of the year, we're not buying you a book, but you still want something bookish, send them this video. But if you guys like this content, hit like, subscribe, and comment, and let's just kind of get into it. So, I am one of those aforementioned people. My family stopped buying me books when I turned 18 and had a job. They were like, you buy your books. Like, these are all the books that I have bought myself, more or less, with some help from my mother for some of these books, and then some presents every now and again. But I have purchased these books, so they were like, you can buy your own books, you don't need them. So I've had to get a little creative with what I asked for Christmas. So I compiled a list of things that you can ask and send them like links from Etsy to. I don't have direct links actually, but you can Google these things on Etsy or look them up on Etsy and you can probably find something. You know, I should have been prepared and have pulled the list out, but I am never those things, so I don't understand why I would begin now. Starting off with the tried and true mugs. We drink our hot cocoa, we drink our coffee, we drink our tea. You may think that your bookworm has too many mugs as it is. They do not. They will always need more mugs. Because sometimes they break, sometimes they chip, sometimes they're nothing but decoration. So we need more. They will always be grateful, especially if it's something from their fandom. All these presents are also non-fandom and fandom inclusive, so works well. But if you have something from their fandom, their favorite book, even better. But mugs can never go wrong. The next good option, stickers with like favorite quotes or things from their like favorite fandoms. I have a couple from Siren's Lament that's falling apart. Nezuko, then quotes. We have some Six of Crows. ACOTAR, and Haikyuu. Can't go wrong with them because they'll probably put it on their card, their notebook, laptop, make a collage or something. If they like stationery, works even better. So can't go wrong with stickers, and they're cheap-ish, so you can buy a lot of them and then just fling it at them like it's cash or stuff it in their stocking stuffers, and then if they miss one, they'll just be digging for hours and you can just like do something else while they're busy. The next one is decorative pillows. I love pillows. Pillows are a godsend. So if you just want to buy them like throw pillows with like their favorite quotes on it, or just a pillow about reading, or just a pillow in general, maybe their pillows are getting flat because they're sitting on it so much when they're reading, or like the little things you put over a pillow. Anything pillow related, I'm sure they will appreciate it because they like to be cozy. We are a cozy bunch. Next one goes in line with the pillow, blankets. You can never have too many blankets because you can have it like when you're in the kitchen, in your bedroom, on your desk, in the living room, in the car. Like, you can never have enough blankets, so it's another option for y'all to get them blankets. Next one is fuzzy socks. You could also get like, it doesn't even have to be like plain fuzzy socks. You could have like cute little images on them. I have one with like I think it's like a gingerbread house. My sister has like one with a penguin on it. You know, again, we are cozy creatures, so whatever you think will keep us warm when we're reading or keep us toasty, so that way we don't get grouchy when you ask us for something. Probably the best bet for y'all. Probably the best bet. The next thing you can get them is a book sleeve. Preferably one of like different sizes. This is about like a medium sized book sleeve. It can fit pretty well, but I do need a couple more just so I can fit bigger books in there, smaller books. Fitting Breaking Dawn into this little sucker was not great, so I definitely do need more, and this corgi needs a good wash because she's getting a little dirty. But definitely can't go wrong with a good book sleeve. You guys are probably thinking, but my reader already has enough. No, they don't. They probably misplaced something, or they have a favorite one that's falling apart, or they saw one from an Etsy shop that I will leave linked down below that they're really vying for, but they're just not sure. Book sleeve. I also like used to hold like my pens in like with my book and my plant and my bullet journal when I still did it. I still want to get back into bullet journaling, but it's just been a long mental gymnastic kind of process for me. So, but can't go wrong with them, so do it. Bookmarks. I have like a tin of bookmarks. It's a little pale actually, sitting on my desk, but bookmarks of any size. You can get, again, they can be related to fandom. They don't have to be. You can get something with a cat or a dog or something relating to reading, the weather, I'm sure. But be sure to ask them what they want. Sometimes they probably have been eyeing like a bookmark from a specific like Etsy person or a print author or something. So ask them, and they probably will have links prepared. Not only that, but like make sure that like, you know, like if they want like something that's like a magnet, or if they want just a paper one or a wood one or like a metal one. They all have different preferences, so it's best not to assume, so just ask, because you'll find a bookmark literally everywhere you go. Like, not hard to find. The next one, Booklight. There's a high chance that your buddy, your person, your bookish little thing reads in the dark. It's just a thing that happens. There's no avoiding it, whether they're a little kid and it's past bedtime and they're reading, or you're trying to go to sleep but they need to keep reading, or they just like reading in the dark. Booklight. It will save their eyeballs and save you a lot of money later from not having to get contacts or glasses every year. Booklight. Preferably something that will let you recharge it or will let you reinsert batteries into it. I got this one off of a Target for like 20 bucks, and I just like unplug it and I just like plug it into like a USB port. Yeah, you just plug it into like a USB port and then it just recharges. So it's a conscious booklight, because then you're recharging and you're not buying batteries all the time or having to replace your book lights because they just die and you don't know how to replace anything, or it doesn't come with a replaceable battery situation. So rechargeable book lights, lifesaver, and they're a little bit more, I guess, like environmentally friendly, less batteries, less waste. Merch involving their favorite books. I don't have a lot of that just because I'm not the biggest fan of like graphic stuff for everyday wear. So I seldom have those things. But if your person is a fan of like jewelry or like sweaters with like text on them or pictures, buy them that. You can also get like merch, like jewelry from their favorite like books or something. There's definitely gonna be an Etsy shop or some small business owners, so you can like support them in the process. Don't go to Hot Topic because they're cheap stuff. But support them in the process of like getting something that like that is similar to something they love, or like a keychain or something. I have a couple like Haikyuu keychains. One's actually on my key and then one's hanging from like my little rear view mirror. Highly recommend those. I have a couple necklaces from like Howl's Moving Castle. Again, you can find subtle things that are from their fandom that they'll overall enjoy and that they will like love you for, because it's subtle. So you can buy them and they can wear it, and there's multi-use to it. If you're a sister or a brother who likes like jewelry or something, multi-use because you can borrow it. The next one, if you don't want to buy them like a huge like sweater that says like something like involving like, I don't know, like Harry Potter or Star Wars or like ACOWAR or something, there are certain websites that I know of that do in fact sell more themed clothing. One is that I personally enjoy is Archive Sunday. I know they are currently kind of out of stock of a lot of the things that they used to sell because the CEO is going through Miss America right now, so she can't like design things. But they also sell stickers and like themed jewelry that's super subtle that you can wear for like everyday or special occasions. So I recommend like finding, like, if you don't want to buy them like a printed shirt or a screen printed shirt, but you want something that's like a little bit like it touches on those fandoms, I recommend finding something similar like Archive Sunday, because you will find a lot of like interesting like subtle pieces that you know that they will enjoy because it reminds them of X, Y, and Z. So yeah, I'll leave Archive Sunday linked below. It's also small business and woman owned and kind of blew up over TikTok. I do own a couple pieces from them, so highly recommend. And also, like, not even that, but like if you know if you have a bookworm friend, there's a high chance they have talked about in great detail about this book, about the color schemes, about their favorite what's they have used. So it's not hard for you to be able to just go online and find something that looks similar to, like, say, Feyre's Stardust dress that you can wear on special occasions, or a ring that Stefan would have worn, however you may have. Not hard to find, so just like pay attention to your bookworm, because in the long run, they'll enjoy the fact that you paid that much attention to them. The next one is prints from their favorite fandoms. This one will not be hard to find. Like, you can find a print on like Amazon, on Etsy, Twitter. If you're hunting hard enough, like, it's not hard to find prints of fandoms that they prefer. I have this one that it's a steel plate that my boyfriend got me for Christmas last year. I'll leave a couple of places that I have purchased prints from. My sisters purchased bookmarks from Sugarmints. Love their art. I'll leave that link down below. I have a couple bookmarks from them, and I have a print. And then I had my roommate, for my birthday, I actually asked my roommate to buy me a couple prints from this artist, who I'm also leave link down below. I love their art, so I was like, I want them. But these are also very subtle, like, fandom art, because it's Sakura and Ino. And then this one, I believe, is just like a garden kind of cat scenario. I still need to get like frames for them so I can hang them. But, you know, like, they'll love you. Trust me, they will love you. Like, it's really not hard to impress a bookworm, because you have a vast array of options. Just vast. And you guys are underutilizing them. But I will leave Sugarmints and then the person who made this print down below if you guys are looking for something. For Sugarmints, their colors are very, like, kind of like soft pinks and like bright purples. I'll throw up a screenshot or something. And then this person, again, similar kind of concept, just because it's the color scheme that I like is very softer tones. But like I said, you can find a print that's like subtle fandom stuff if you're like not super into it, so they can't like whatever. But it's not hard to find that stuff anywhere. You can probably just find it super easily if you just like go on like Twitter and like maybe look through like digital artists. They'll probably have something. Or you can just go on like Etsy and like say like look up like an Ember in the Ashes print, a Cruel Prince print, or fan art. This one, again, my boyfriend found this one of Gyu from Demon Slayer. It's a steel plate off of Amazon a couple years ago, so not super hard. And then like, yeah, so there's also Funko Pops if you guys are into their favorite cocos or teas. Again, we're drinking stuff, so just get us stuff that we'll enjoy to drink. It's not hard. Their favorite reading snacks, again, in line with that, like if they like popcorn or like however you may have, like just get it for them. They'll enjoy it, I promise. Journals and good pens, anything stationery. If you have a person who likes books, I'm assuming they probably also like to journal, and they're a little bit neurotic about being organized. Or if they're not organized and just like to journal like a little hipster in a cafe, now they have a nice pen and a good journal to do it. And finally, the last thing that you can get your little bookworm, things to help them annotate. I don't know, again, this is more personal to your little bookworm, but if your bookworm likes to annotate, you can probably get them like little flags for stickies, those transparent stickiness from like Office Depot, good pens that will not like bleed through the page or destroy it when they push down too hard, highlighters. Like an example of how I annotate. It's not my like most obsessive one. Yeah, it's not my most obsessive like annotation in that one. I do have a couple more. I think Dorian Gray somewhere here is annotated, and then I re-annotated Chain of Gold. But like I said, like however they want to do it, like just do it. It's not hard. Like they'll make great stocking stuffers. You can like add up certain presents, like get a mug and like stuff like their favorite annotations and pens, throw in a thing of popcorn. It's not hard to make a bookworm love your present. It just matters like how well you know your bookworm. Pay attention and you got this. Like I said, I'll leave links to like the prints that I typically buy from. I recommend them. They're gorgeous. You can also get them like plushies. I'm sure they're like cuddling with things. My boyfriend got me this like cute little like Pikachu plushie for Valentine's Day. Like I said, it's not hard to really get someone like a bookworm something that they really enjoy. It just matters like how well you know your bookworm. And if you're too afraid to ask them, pay attention to what's on their shelves. pay attention to what books they have posted a lot of, if they have a lot of like versions of a book. But that is it for the little bookworm gift guide. I don't do these gift guides often just because there's so much out there, but hopefully these guys helped. I'll try to leave as many links as I can of like print artists or artists who do themed things for fandoms. But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoy this, and if you guys want me to do more like bookish like gift guides or like fun things regarding bookworms, just let me know in the comments. And until next time, hopefully you guys are having a wonderful week, and if not, hopefully it gets better for you. But until next time, bye.